Hey, Rose. You're going to be leaving for a business trip today, right?
Huh? What is it, Trisha?
You told me about it at the memorial service, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm already at my destination. What about it?
We only got each other's contact information at the memorial service, right? Even if we are cousins, I thought it would be rude to contact you when you're busy, so I thought I should ask you about it.
Oh, is that so? Well, just text me whenever there's something you need to tell me. I already told you this at the memorial service, but just know that there are going to be times when my replies are going to be really slow.
Got it.
Good morning, Mrs. Yates. Is now a good time?
Oh, Mr. Hun? It's unusual of you to contact me like this by text.
Yep, even though we did exchange contact information when I moved here.
I mean, it's faster to just talk to each other in person when you live in the room next door. So, what's the matter?
Well, this is going to sound rude, but I have a question for you. You said that you were going to be gone for a while, right?
Oh, yes. About 2 more weeks.
The lights in your room are on every evening.
What? I'm currently on a business trip, so there shouldn't be anyone in the house.
Yes, it looks like the lights are being turned off during the day, which caught my attention, so I decided to contact you. It's not like you come home from your trip occasionally, right?
Yep. I haven't been home since I left.
Did you ask one of your acquaintances to check in on your house then?
I asked my landowner to do that for me, but I doubt he would visit every evening.
Huh. So what is it then? Maybe a thief.
What?
Oh, never mind. I guess it's strange for a thief to visit every night, but if it's not your landowner, then that means that someone must have a spare key to your room.
That's probably not the case. My parents' house is far away as well, so...
Do you have any relatives living nearby?
I have 2 cousins who live at a place that's a 20-minute drive from my house, but I haven't given them spare keys.
Don't you think that this is quite serious?
It seems so. I'll tell my company about it and come home this evening.
Should I tell your landlord about it?
Yes, it might make things go smoother if you told him what you know about the situation.
Understood. Oh, and please contact me when you arrive. The landowner's a woman past her 70s, so I think that it would be helpful to have the help of a man at times like this.
Thanks, that would be really helpful.
Well, come home safely then.
Yep, thank you for contacting me. Hi, Mr. Hun. Thanks for contacting me in the afternoon about the situation. I just arrived at my landowner's house.
Hi, Miss Yates. It must have been a long trip.
My landowner already checked in on the house for me, and when she looked through the window, it seems that the light in my room on the 2nd floor really was turned on.
I was able to get home from work a bit early today, so I was observing your room. It seems that the person arrived 1 hour earlier than you. The window was open strangely, so I did a bit of eavesdropping and,
What is it?
well, I think I heard the voices of a man and a woman.
What? A man and a woman?
Well, what they were saying was, they must have been having sex based on what they were saying.
Huh?
Sorry if I'm wrong, and it's just my misunderstanding.
Oh, don't be. Thank you for the information. Me and the landowner are going to be entering the house now. I know it's a hassle, but would you mind coming with us?
Understand. I'll be waiting in front of your room.
It was you, Trisha? Where did you run off to? You're only fast when you run away.
Huh? Why are you back so early?
That's not the problem. Why are you using my house as a hiding place for cheating? You were always the type of person who did whatever they wanted, but cheating on your husband while he's on assignment on his own is going too far.
Hold on. Weren't you supposed to be abroad for 2 weeks on a business trip?
Huh? Abroad?
That's why I thought we could use your room instead of going to a hotel.
My business trip was just to a neighboring prefecture.
Huh?
That's not the point, though! You used my spare key without my permission, didn't you? Let me guess. Was it at the memorial service 1 month ago?
Yes. I heard that you were going to be abroad for 3 weeks on a business trip, and I also noticed that there was a locksmith near the shrine we had the memorial service at. I thought that this was the perfect chance, but why have you come back so early?
It's Candace, our other cousin, not me, who's going abroad on a business trip.
Huh? Candace?
You were sitting right behind us at the memorial service, right, Trisha? That's probably when you overheard us talking about how we were going to go on a business trip at the same time. You probably had it mixed up and thought I was going abroad and Candace was staying in the country.
But you work at a foreign firm, right, Rose? Which is why I thought for sure that you were the one going abroad.
I see. So you've got even that wrong. I work at a medium-sized company that just has a few offices around the country.
Huh?
It's Candace who works at a foreign firm.
No way! There's no way Candace, who grew up poor and without a proper education, could get into such a place.
It looks like you haven't changed and how you're still full of prejudices. Don't you know how hard Candace has worked up until now? She got into university with a scholarship that exempted her from having to pay a tuition since her grades in high school were so good. She even graduated at the top of her class since she's so smart.
Wasn't she a high school graduate?
Wow, how far do your prejudices go?
Fine, who cares? It's not like you know who my boyfriend is or anything.
Speaking of which, wasn't the man you fled my room with back there Candace's fiancé, Mr. Tyson?
You know?
Candace introduced me to him just recently, so we've met each other before.
No way.
When I barged into the two of you back there, he made a face looking like he knew he screwed up and said my name. It was Mr. Tyson, without a doubt, right? I'm going to tell Candace about this.
Hey, hold on!
Of course I'm going to tell your husband about it as well.
I said hold on! I got divorced with my husband. Because you had to go on and tell him what happened.
This is about the business trip 3 months ago, right? I already know what happened. It seems that Candace canceled her marriage with Mr. Tyson as well. I heard you made Mr. Tyson pay alimony for you?
Well, kind of. I mean, I was thinking about stealing him from Candace from the beginning. It all started when I thought to myself that Candace didn't deserve a man like him. So I decided that I would have him for myself, who's a much better match for him. I mean, he's so much more high-spec than my ex-husband, and he's more rich and handsome as well.
Huh?
By the way, it's been 100 days since I got divorced, so I married Mr. Tyson. My ex-husband was a pretty high-spec himself, and he let me just relax at home as a housewife. But I guess I got an upgrade. And from now on, I'm a celebrity housewife that relaxes at home. I'm so lucky, it's kind of unfair.
Mr. Tyson is unemployed currently. Did you know that?
Huh?
The company he was running with his friend went bankrupt half a month ago.
Bankrupt?
I heard that to pay off the debt, he had to take a loan out because of the bankruptcy. He's now working part-time while looking for a new job.
He's in debt?
I heard that that's part of the reason why he and Candace delayed their wedding ceremony, which they've been planning to have the next spring. And yet, given his situation, you still made him pay your alimony for you. He might be in even more debt now than he was in the start.
You're joking, right?
The reason you were using my room as a secret hiding place was because Mr. Tyson told you that going to hotels was too expensive. So he wanted to meet at your house, where your husband was gone because of his assignment elsewhere, right?
Huh? Well, yes, that's why.
This is just my speculation, but he was in debt, so he probably didn't want to spend too much money. But there are a few cameras placed in your house to keep watch of your pet, right? And you knew that there was a chance that your husband would check in on the cameras from where he was assigned, meaning that if you brought Mr. Tyson in your house, you would have surely gotten caught. During that time, you happened to hear me talking about how I was going on a business trip and thought of using my room instead. So you made a spare key without telling me, and that's what happened, right?
Hold on. I finally realized it now, but could it be the case that I'm screwed because I just married an unemployed man who's in debt?
Looks like it.
No way! No way! No! I won't accept this! I'm going to divorce him!
But is it going to be that easy?
Huh?
Well, you see, I'm currently with Candace right now, and she's saying that Mr. Tyson is an extremely jealous person, and if you don't put him in the palm of your hand and control him well, then you're going to become mentally unstable.
What?
She says thanks for taking her hands off of such a bothersome man.
What do you mean?
Well, that's the situation, so good luck.
Don't scare me like that. Rose!
Good evening, Miss Yates. It's been 2 months since you moved to your new room. Have you gotten used to it?
Good evening, Mr. Hunt. My move happened at the same time. It got really busy at work, so I was only able to arrange all my stuff just recently. But I only moved to the apartment across the street. The layout is similar to my old room, and the landowner is still the same. So it doesn't really feel like much has changed.
I see.
That being said, it's so freeing finally to get away from the room that was used as a secret meeting place for adultery.
I'm glad you feel that way. You live in room 202 now, right?
Yes. We're still neighbors like before, so I hope we can get along like before.
It'd be my pleasure.
On the other hand, though...
Yes, what is it?
Would you like to go out to dinner soon?
What?
I realized that I had never thanked you for helping me out with the incident a few months ago.
What? Don't worry about it. I already received some expensive sweets from you. That alone is enough, thanks.
It's not that I just want to thank you, but I thought that we could go out somewhere. So, is that a no?
No, I accept. I'm actually really happy.
I'm glad. How's 10 o'clock this Saturday?
Yep, I'm looking forward to it.
Trisha was unable to tell Mr. Tyson that she wanted to divorce him, and she was forced to take on his debt with him as his wife. But it didn't change the fact that she had stolen another woman's fiancé, so she could no longer depend on her parents since they had cut ties with her. Her dream of being a celebrity housewife that just relaxes at home was now not just a dream, but a dream inside a dream. Instead of living the life she thought she was going to live after marrying Mr. Tyson, she now lives in poverty, even though she works from day to night every day. She was immediately thrown into a horrible life. Not only that, but it seems that what Candace said was true, so that now Trisha is on the verge of mental illness. After sending her last message to me and Candace saying that it wasn't supposed to be like this, we no longer heard anything from her, since it seemed like she could no longer pay her phone bills.
Hi, Mrs. Dawson. You know about the barbecue party the company is going to be hosting the day after tomorrow, right?
Good evening, Mrs. Huffman. Yes, I heard about the party. Me and my family are going to be attending.
I see. If that's the case, then I want you to stay at my side and be my maid the whole day after tomorrow.
What? Your maid? Why would I do that?
Oh, you don't have to dress like a maid or something. Even if you are an acquaintance, the children will be scared and cry if they see you like that. Don't get any weird ideas, you pervert.
I don't know what exactly you had in mind, but please don't bother me with such ridiculous texts.
I'm the wife of the department leader. That's why you have to do what I tell you. I'm telling you that I'll give you an opportunity to work diligently under me as my personal maid at the barbecue party we're going to be having the day after tomorrow.
And what exactly do you want me to do?
Mainly cook the meat I'm going to be eating, probably. I also want you to make sure that I don't run out of drinks.
Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't do that.
What?
First of all, I don't understand why I have to be your maid at the party. The company-hosted barbecue party is supposed to be a fun event, where we get to know our fellow employees.
Huh? You're rebelling against me? The wife of the department leader.
Just because you're the wife of the department leader doesn't mean you deserve any special treatment.
You're an insolent bitch, Mrs. Dawson. Aren't you so poor that both you and your husband have to work in order to make a living? And still you talk like that to me, the wife of the department leader. Yes, our children are the same age and go to the same school, which is how we got to know each other. But it's only been 1 month since you moved into this neighborhood. To be honest, you're the lowest-ranking mother in the neighborhood.
All we did was move to a new house, though. My child still goes to the same school as before.
But I'm the wife of the department leader of the company you work at. Don't tell me you don't understand the difference in our ranks. I'm going to make sure you do what I say at the barbecue the day after tomorrow. If you don't do what I say, then I'm going to report you to my husband, the department leader. After that, you won't be able to talk like that to me again. Mrs. Dawson, about your insolent speech yesterday. If you want to continue your relationship with me, your superior as a wife of the department leader of the company you work at, and as a fellow mother, then I want you to prepare for me premium grade A5 beef as an apology. Of course, you're the one who's going to pay for it, not me.
Good evening again, Mrs. Huffman. You're talking about meat for tomorrow's barbecue party, right? Bringing in your own food is banned at tomorrow's party.
What? Who decided that?
We were told this in advance.
Huh?
The company rented the venue, tools, and food for the barbecue from a local restaurant. It's the restaurant's rule. No matter how expensive or luxurious the meat is, you can't bring it into the venue.
I'm the wife of the department leader.
Yes, but the wives of the other high-ranking employees are also going to be coming to the party. And none of them are being as arrogant as you are right now.
Huh? Did you just say I'm arrogant?
Could you please understand already that you're not special and don't deserve any such treatment? So what if you're the wife of a department leader?
but
Goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow.
it's a fact that I'm still your superior. Prepare that grade A5 beef for me tomorrow or else. Hold on, Mrs. Dawson. Why, you... I told you to cook the meat for me at today's barbecue party. Just what do you think you're doing? The man standing next to you is a managing director, right? Why are you, the nobody, acting so friendly with him? What? And now a senior managing director as well? And now his wife too? When I tried approaching them, I was just casually brushed off. Why are they so friendly towards you? Just what exactly is going on here? I see. I understand now. You're jealous because I outrank you as the wife of a department leader, and are trying to use this company-hosted barbecue party as an opportunity to make connections with the higher-ranking employees of the company. You're even trying to get friendly with the wife of a senior managing director. There's no way I'm going to let you get away with this. You looked hilarious back there. When I threw that piece of hot meat on your arm, you screamed, "It's so hot! Hot!" The way you were panicking was so ugly and magnificent at the same time. I'm going to tell you this one more time. My husband is a department leader, which means that I, as his wife, outrank you, who is just a regular employee at this company. I graced you with a piece of hot meat, so be sure to eat it even if it fell on the floor. It's a shame I didn't hit you in the face, but I'm sure that this is enough to make you leave the party and not return. I made sure that no one saw me, so no one knows that I'm the one responsible. If you had enough, then don't think about rebelling against me ever again. Well, it looks like your insolent person has already left the venue. So I think it's time for me to return and enjoy the meat at the party. That reminds me, the new CEO who went into office just last month is supposed to deliver a speech, right? Apparently the new CEO is a woman, so I better make sure I befriend her and that she remembers me.
It's time for me to give said speech. So excuse me.
Huh? Why? This must be a joke, right? You're the new CEO, Mrs. Dawson?
Thanks for that little scene back there, Mrs. Huffman. You wasted such a good piece of meat. Such a shame. The hot meat you threw at me hurt a lot. But I applied cold water to the burn immediately, so luckily nothing serious became of it.
Why are you...
Why am I the new CEO?
Just what exactly is going on? I know for a fact that you were just a regular employee at the company my husband works at.
Oh, is that true? When did anyone say that I was a regular employee? Of course, it's true that I used to be just a regular employee, but it's already been 20 years since I joined this company.
20 years?
I was lucky enough to be chosen as the new CEO of the company.
Hold on, just how old are you, Mrs. Dawson?
You want to know my age? I'm 40 years old.
What?
I gave birth when I was 34 and have a son in the first year of elementary school. You also have a son in the first year of elementary school, right? What about it, though?
I thought you were younger than me.
Oh, is that so? You're 35 years old, right, Mrs. Huffman? I heard that there is quite the age gap between the department leader and his wife. But putting that aside, because you thought that I was younger than you assumed that I was just a regular employee at this company. You kept telling yourself that, and eventually it became a fact in your mind, right?
Well,
The barbecue party is about to end soon. I don't want to cause a commotion, so I'll end our conversation here and close the party. Let's talk about this again at a later time.
Actually...
Well then, goodbye for now.
Mrs. Dawson, answer my calls. I need to speak to you. Why didn't you tell my husband about the incident at the barbecue party? You don't even have any evidence. This is so unfair.
Actually, I do have evidence.
What?
You probably didn't notice at the time, but when you threw that hot meat at me, I was holding a camera in my hand.
What? Why were you holding a camera?
Of course, I was filming you when you threw that meat at me. The moment where you threw that hot meat at me from behind the barbecue grill was caught perfectly on camera, Mrs. Huffman.
Huh? That's so unfair.
I showed this footage to your husband, the department leader, which is why I sent you a request for an alimony yesterday. Did you not see it?
But I was so careful as to not leave behind any evidence. Why did you have to show my husband? Now the money I'm going to get as property distribution might decrease because of this. Hold on, I'm about to get divorced.
Not about to be divorced, but we're already divorced, no?
Huh?
This morning, the department leader told me face to face that he divorced you.
No way.
He went to the city office the first thing in the morning and turned in the divorce papers, apparently.
But today's a holiday, so I thought that he couldn't submit the divorce papers yet.
Official papers such as these can be turned in regardless of whether it's holiday or not, you know?
He's telling me to leave in 2 days as soon as he submits the papers. I was planning on talking things through with him and convining him not to divorce me this weekend. If he did submit the papers this morning, then that means that I'll have to leave before Saturday morning. How am I supposed to change his mind now? But my parents have already passed away, so I don't have a home anywhere. I have nowhere to go. I don't even have a salary since I'm a housewife. What do you expect me to do about this situation?
Why are you telling me this? It's none of my business.
I know. Let me stay at your house.
Huh?
You're the CEO of the company, right? It should be easy for you to support one extra person in your house. Friends need to help each other, right?
We aren't friends anymore. And I don't think we ever even were, actually.
What?
I heard that your husband got custody of your child. So, aren't really a mother anymore. I heard that they're going to be moving to the town nearby, which means that your child is going to be changing schools. No matter how you look at it, there's no reason for us to be acquainted anymore.
But...
Well then, I think it's time to end the conversation.
What? And what am I supposed to do? Wait!
I have to go. I'm going out for lunch with some of the other mothers.
What? Did you always decline when I was the one who invited you?
I couldn't help it. You always invited me to lunch on weekdays when I have work. Why did it always have to be a weekday? I go to tea and lunch, though, with the other mothers who invite me on weekends.
Huh? That's so unfair.
I don't quite understand what's unfair about it, but goodbye now.
What? No way this is true. Hold on, I haven't finished talking to you. Help me, Mrs. Dawson!
Two weeks later, Mrs. Huffman barged her way into the company office. The department leader went himself to deal with his ex-wife. Apparently, she told him that she now works at a job that comes with housing, but that she's more suited to being a housewife. She also said that you must be having a hard time, since no one does the household work anymore, which is why I'll let you marry me again. Of course, the department leader refused her offer, which is when she started screaming and going on a rampage. Some people were injured, and a police report was filed against her. Not only did she instantly lose all of the money she received in the property distribution of the divorce, because she had to pay money as an out-of-court settlement, but she was also forced to take on debt. It seems that she isn't getting along with the people at her new job either. And she lost her arrogant demeanor, and now mopes around while always looking down.